My dearest, my precious soul, hear me now as I speak to you with all the tenderness and fire of heaven's love. This moment, this whirlwind of attention swirling around you, is no accident. It's not a fleeting spark that will fade with the next scroll or swipe. No, this is a divine unveiling, a sacred announcement that has been written in the stars since before you took your first breath. The world is buzzing with your name, and oh, how beautiful it sounds when it echoes through the hearts of those who see you. But let me tell you something even more beautiful, this is only the beginning. This is not the peak of your story, it's the opening chapter of a glory so radiant, so powerful, that even the heavens are leaning in to watch what happens next. You might feel the weight of eyes on you now, the whispers of strangers who are just beginning to understand who you are. Some are in awe, some are curious, and yes, some are still wrestling with their own doubts about how someone like you could rise so brightly. But none of that matters. Not really. Because this moment isn't about them. It's about you. It's about the truth that has been burning inside you all along, the light that refused to dim even when the world tried to cover it with shadows. You've walked through valleys so deep, through nights so long, that you wondered if dawn would ever come. You've carried burdens no one else could see, fought battles no one else could name, and still, you kept going. And now? Now the world is catching up to what heaven has always known, you are extraordinary. This viral moment, this sudden burst of recognition, is not random. It's not luck. It's not chance. It's the hand of God moving pieces into place, aligning moments and opportunities to show the world what you're made of. You see, long before a single camera caught your face, long before a single post carried your name, heaven was crafting this story. Every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered, every time you chose to keep going when giving up seemed easier, it was all part of the masterpiece being painted in your life. You weren't just surviving those hard days, you were being shaped, strengthened, prepared for a moment like this, when the world would finally see the brilliance that God poured into you. Do you feel it, my love? That stirring in your chest, that warmth spreading through your soul? That's the fire of your purpose waking up. That's the truth of who you are, rising to the surface, refusing to be ignored any longer. The world calls it viral, but I call it divine. I call it destiny. I call it the moment when everything you've been through starts to make sense, when every wound begins to shine like a jewel, when every scar becomes a story of triumph. You are not just a name on a screen. You are a living testament to what happens when someone refuses to let the darkness win, when someone dares to believe they were made for more. Let me remind you of something sacred. You were never meant to stay small. You were never meant to hide. The doubts, the rejections, the times when people overlooked you or underestimated you, those were not the truth of who you are. They were just tests, just seasons, just moments to teach you how strong you could be. And you passed. Oh, how you passed. You didn't just survive, you thrived. You didn't just endure, you emerged. And now, here you are, standing in the light of a moment that feels so big, so bright, that it might scare you a little. But don't be afraid. Don't shrink back. This is your time to shine, to step fully into the person you were always meant to be. The world is watching now, and they're not just seeing your face here, they're seeing your heart. They're seeing the courage it took to keep going when no one was clapping. They're seeing the faith it took to believe in yourself when no one else did. They're seeing the love you carried for yourself, for others, for life itself, even when it felt like the world didn't love you back. That's what makes this moment so powerful. It's not just about a video or a post or a story that caught fire. It's about a soul that refused to be extinguished. It's about a spirit that kept burning, kept glowing, kept rising, no matter what came against it. And let me tell you something, my sweet one, this is not the end of your story. This is not the part where you sit back and say, I've made it. This is the part where you realize that everything you've been through was preparation for something even greater. This viral moment is just the spark. The fire is still coming. The dreams you've held in your heart, the hopes you've whispered in the quiet of the night, the visions you've seen in your soul, they're all still ahead of you. This moment is not the destination, it's the doorway. It's the invitation to step boldly into the life you were always meant to live, to claim the blessings that have your name written on them, to walk in the purpose that heaven designed just for you. I know it might feel overwhelming, this sudden rush of attention, this flood of voices calling your name. But don't let it shake you. Don't let it make you question whether you're worthy of this moment. You are. You always have been. Every step you've taken, every choice you've made, every moment you chose to keep going, it all led you here. You didn't stumble into this spotlight by accident. You were guided here by grace. You were carried here by faith. You were brought here by a love so deep, so divine, that it could only come from the heart of God Himself. So what do you do now? You keep going. You keep shining. You keep being the person you've always been, the one who loves fiercely, who dreams boldly, who rises even when it's hard. You don't need to change to fit this moment. You don't need to perform or pretend or prove anything to anyone. Just be you. The real you. The you who's been fighting in the shadows, believing in the unseen, trusting in the promises that no one else could see. That's the you the world needs right now. That's the you heaven is celebrating. And to those who are watching you, those who are scrolling through your story, those who are whispering your name with wonder or envy or curiosity, let them look. Let them talk. Let them try to understand what makes you so radiant, so unstoppable, so undeniably you. They might not get it yet. They might not see the whole picture. But they will. In time, they'll see that what shines in you is not just talent or luck or fleeting fame. It's something eternal. Something holy. Something that can't be taken away, no matter how many likes or comments or shares come and go. You see, my darling, this moment is not about the world's approval. It's not about the numbers on a screen or the voices in the crowd. It's about the truth of who you are, the purpose you carry, the love that flows through you. It's about the way your life is becoming a beacon, a light, a reminder to everyone who sees you that miracles still happen. That redemption is real. that God still moves in ways that make the impossible possible. Your story is proof of that. Your life is evidence of that. And every person who encounters you, every heart that's touched by your presence, is being changed in ways you may never fully know. So don't hold back now. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Don't apologize for the space you're taking up, for the noise your name is making, for the way your life is shining. You've earned this moment, not because of what you've done, but because of who you've become. You've earned it through every prayer, every tear, every moment of courage when you chose to keep going. And now, as the world watches, as the news spreads, as your name dances across screens and lips and hearts, know this: you are not alone in this moment. Heaven is with you. I am with you. The God who made you, who called you, who carried you through every storm, is right here, cheering you on, whispering, "This is only the beginning." And to you, yes, you're the one reading these words with eyes that have seen so much, and a heart that's been quietly breaking and healing and hoping all at once, I'm still here. I've always been here. You may not have seen me, but I've been walking beside you since the beginning. I've watched you carry weights no one else even knew you were holding. I've heard the silent cries you never voiced. I've seen the way you still get up, even when the world tries to pull you down. And now, my dear one, the time has come for something greater. That stirring in your soul. That ache you feel? That strange warmth blooming in your chest? It's not random. It's not just words that caught your attention. It's a signal. It's heaven tapping you on the shoulder, gently but firmly saying, "It's your turn now." You weren't meant to blend in or live hidden forever. There is a light inside of you that cannot be buried anymore. Not by fear, not by shame, not by doubt. It's ready to shine. And you, beloved, are ready to rise. Do not scroll past this moment like it's just another message. Don't brush this off as coincidence. You didn't find these words, so they found you. And I'm the one who brought them to you. I was sent to speak this into your spirit. Because you needed a reminder. Because you needed confirmation. Because you needed to know that the waiting has not been in vain. That all this time in the dark was not a punishment to it, was a preparation. You think no one has seen you, but heaven has been watching. I've seen every tear you wiped in silence. I've watched you sow kindness when you had nothing left. I've witnessed you hold on to faith even when it felt like everything was falling apart. That does not go unnoticed. And now, something is shifting. The soil is breaking open. The seed is finally rising. Your season of hiddenness is ending. You're about to bloom in ways you never expected. You're not late. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. Right on time. Right on purpose. The fire you feel building in your heart right now? That's not nervousness. That's recognition. That's your soul leaping because it knows the truth when it hears it. This is for you. This isn't for the person next to you or the friend you want to send this to. This is your moment. Your personal message from heaven. I was told to deliver it straight to you. And now that you're here, reading it, I ask you to pause. Don't let your mind rush past this. Don't let your doubts drown it out. Breathe. Listen. Feel. You have been chosen. Not because you're perfect. Not because you have it all figured out. But because even in your brokenness, there is beauty. Even in your questions, there is purpose. Even in your silence, there is strength. You were born with a mission that only you can carry out. And now the heavens are aligning to bring you into the fullness of that calling. No more hiding. No more waiting. No more holding yourself back. It's your time now. Say it out loud if you need to. Whisper it through your tears. Type it in the comments if your hands are shaking. Just don't let this moment pass you by without marking it. Heaven is watching. I am watching. We want to see you rise. We want to see you take your place. We want to see you walk into everything that's been promised to you. And no, it won't be easy. I won't lie to you. There will still be moments of doubt. There will still be battles. But now you're no longer fighting them alone. You never were. But now you'll feel the strength that's always been with you. You'll sense my presence more. You'll see signs you used to miss. You'll begin to notice how the right doors open and the wrong ones close. That's me. That's heaven. That's your breakthrough finally arriving. People may look at you and wonder what changed. Let them wonder. Let them talk. Let them spread the word. Because what's happening to you is not ordinary, it's divine. You are not just stepping into a new chapter. You are stepping into a new identity. Into divine timing. Into miracles. Into a story that's been waiting for you to catch up to it. And now, you're here. You are standing at the edge of something incredible, something bigger than you ever imagined. This moment, right now, is yours to claim. It's not just another day or another fleeting thought. It's a divine invitation, a call from the heavens to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Let your voice rise. Let your heart speak. Let the world hear you declare, I receive this. It's my time. I claim this. These aren't just words, so they're a promise, a commitment to yourself and to the universe. When you say them, you're not just speaking to the air. You're speaking to the stars, to the heavens, to the very core of creation. You're telling the world that you're ready to step out of the shadows and into the light. For too long, you've been quiet. You've stayed small, tucked away in the corners of your own life. Maybe it was fear that held you back, a fear of failing, fear of being seen, fear of not being enough. Maybe it was pain, the kind that lingers from wounds you didn't deserve. Maybe it was doubt, whispering that you're not ready, that you're not worthy, that someone else is better suited for the spotlight. But those whispers are lies. They're chains that have kept you from running toward your destiny. And today, right now, those chains are breaking. You are not a shadow anymore. You are not a background character in someone else's story. You are the main event. You are the miracle in motion. You are the prophecy unfolding, the light rising in a world that needs your glow. This isn't about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers or never feeling afraid. It's about showing up, even when your knees are shaking. It's about trusting that the spark inside you, the one that's been there since the day you were born, is enough. That spark is divine. It's a piece of heaven placed in your soul, a fire that was meant to burn brightly. You weren't created to dim it. You weren't made to hide it. You were created to let it blaze, to let it warm the world, to let it light the way for others who are still searching for their own flame. You know this deep down. You've felt it for years, haven't you? That quiet knowing, that gentle nudge, that whisper in your heart that says, there's more for you. It's been through the tears, through the doubts, through the moments when you thought you couldn't go on. It's been there in the dreams you've carried, the ones you've been too afraid to speak out loud. It's been there in the moments when you've caught a glimpse of who you could be, a leader, a lover, a carrier of hope. That whisper is heaven calling your name. It's the universe reminding you that you were made for greatness. Not someone else's version of greatness, but yours. The kind that's uniquely, beautifully, unapologetically you. So why do you hesitate? Why do you hold back? I know it's scary. I know you've been hurt. I know it feels safer to stay small, to stay hidden, to avoid the risk of being seen. But safety isn't your destiny. Comfort isn't your calling. You were created to shine, to lead, to love with a depth that shakes the earth. You were created to carry a message, one that's written in the way you live, the way you speak, the way you show up in the world. And when you step boldly into that clinger, you don't just change your own life. You change the lives of others. You give them permission to shine, too. You show them that it's possible to rise above fear, to heal from pain, to step into the story that was written just for them. This is your moment. This is your sign. If you've been praying for a signal, for a nudge, for a confirmation that you're on the right path, this is it. Take it as your divine permission slip. Take it as the universe saying, go. Be bold. Be brave. Be you. You don't need to wait for someone else to approve you. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. The moment is now. The plan is unfolding. And you are ready, even if you don't feel it yet. Trust that. Trust yourself. Trust the spark that's been placed in you. It's not the by accident. It's the because you were chosen for this. When you step forward, the world will notice. People will see the change in you. They'll ask what happened, what shifted, what made you glow like this. And when they do, tell them the truth. Tell them heaven called your name, and you answered. Tell them you stopped doubting and started declaring. Tell them you finally believe it, and not just in yourself, but in the bigger story, the one that's been written for you since the beginning of time. Some people won't understand, and that's okay. Not everyone will. Not everyone is meant to. but you'll know. Deep in your soul, you'll feel the shift. You'll feel the freedom. You'll feel the joy of finally stepping into the life you were meant to live. You are a spark in the hands of God, and it's time for the flame to rise. Don't dim it. Don't question it. Don't second-guess the dreams that have been burning in your heart for years. They're not there by mistake. They're there because they're part of your purpose. They're part of the story that's unfolding, the one that's bigger than you, bigger than your fears, bigger than your doubts. You are the miracle in motion. You are the prophecy fulfilled. You are the light rising in a world that's been waiting for you. So speak it. Declare it. Let your voice be heard. Say, I receive this. It's my time. I claim this. Say it with your whole heart, with every ounce of courage you can muster. Say it even if your voice shakes. Say it even if you're not sure you believe it yet. Because the moment you say it, something shifts. The heavens hear you. The earth feels you. The universe aligns to support you. You're not just speaking words, you're setting something in motion. You're stepping into the flow of your destiny. You've been hurt, yes. You've been knocked down, betrayed, overlooked. You've carried wounds that made you want to hide. But those wounds don't define you. They're not the end of your story. They're part of it, yes, but they're not the whole thing. They've shaped you, strengthened you, taught you how to love even when it's hard. They've made you resilient, compassionate, brave. They've prepared you for this moment, for the calling that's unfolding right now. You're not broken, you're being made new. You're not weaker, you're stronger than you know. You're not alone, you're surrounded by a love that's bigger than you can imagine. Heaven is watching. Heaven is cheering. Heaven is ready for you to step into your purpose. And you are ready, too. You've been ready for longer than you realize. All those moments when you thought you were failing, when you thought you were falling behind, when you thought you weren't enough, for they were preparing you. They were teaching you. They were shaping you into the person who's ready to stand here now, to claim this moment, to declare that this is your time. You are not a shadow. You are not a background character. You are the star of your own story, and that story is unfolding in ways you can't even imagine yet. The best part is just beginning. The dreams you've carried, the hopes you've held, the prayers you've whispered, they're not forgotten. They're not lost. They're coming to life, one bold step at a time. Every time you choose to show up, every time you choose to speak, every time you choose to believe, you're moving closer to the life you were meant to live. So keep shining. Keep rising. Keep loving, even when it's hard. Keep believing, even when you're scared. Your story isn't over, it's just getting started. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be everything you've dreamed of and more. Because you are not just a person. You are a movement. You are a message. You are a light that the world needs. And I'm right here with you. I'm your guardian, your witness, your encourager. I see you. I believe in you. I'm cheering for you every step of the way. When you feel like giving up, I'll remind you of who you are. When you feel like hiding, I'll call you back to the light. When you feel like you can't go on, I'll be here, whispering, you can. You will. You were made for this. So type it. Say it. Declare it. I receive this. Let the heavens hear your agreement. Let the earth feel your awakening. Drop a thy yen if you're done with silence, if you're ready to let your voice be heard. Say it's my time if you're ready to claim your breakthrough, to step into the story that's been written just for you. Because this isn't someone else's moment. This isn't someone else's story. The news isn't about someone else. The viral story is yours. And heaven is still writing it. Keep going. Keep shining. Keep believing. The world is waiting for you. And you are ready.